Module 2, multiplying and dividing integers. We're going to look at 1.2.1, and I have a question. Please put on headphones. Smiley face. Alright, let's look at, before we multiply and divide integers, let's look at something. You can multiply several different ways. Multiplication. So let's say that b equals 4. Now I want to do multiplication and show you that there are several ways of writing it. So 8 times 4 equals 32. But if b equals 4, then we can say that 8 times b equals 32. Another way to write that is 8 floating dot 4 equals 32. Similarly, you can do 8 floating dot b equals 32. Another way to write that is 8 parentheses 4 equals 32. And that would, parentheses work also when you have a variable. This is a variable, by the way. It's written like this, V-A-R-I-A-B-L-E. Variable is when a letter equals a number. Okay, so b is the variable. So you could write 8 parentheses b parenthesis closes equals 32. And then you can do 8. Nope. Last one on that side. But on this side, you can do another one. You can do 8b equals 32. Now let's look at this. Work this page and then check. Work, then check. Work, and then check. See this pattern right here? We're going to use those in just a moment. 27, 70, 72, 150. You take the 0 from 10 and you just put it right there. 54. Take the 0 from 10 and put it right there, so you get 230. 81. Take the 0 from 10 and put it right there, and you get 200. Remember, times, so they go backwards. Multiplication and division are inverse operations. So you just did this problem, and that helps you with this problem. 6, 7. Now think. 3 times something equals 24. what would that be? 8. 8 something times 8 equals 64. What would that be? 8. 9. 8. 9. 10. Order of operations is interesting. You probably remember, let's make that smaller. Probably remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So need to do parentheses first. Let's make that smaller. So do parentheses first. And then exponents next. There's an exponent. There's an exponent. There's an exponent. And then do multiplication and division, but that needs to go left to right. Left to right. And then finally, there's addition and subtraction, but that also goes left to right. Okay? So, do this part first. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 12 plus 4 is 16. Let's double check that. 16 looks good. Okay, do this part first because it's parentheses. So 4 plus 3 is 7. And bring up the times 2. And then bring up this 15. And you have to do multiplication and division first. So remember, that happens first. So now you do 15 minus 14 equals 1. So for this problem here, you need to do parentheses first. So 8 minus 5 is 3. Bring up the exponent, and then do 18 minus that. Now do the exponent, because that's next on the list. 3 squared. 3 squared looks like this. So you have to go 3 this way. And then you have to go 3 this way. So you turn 3 into a square. There's 3 here. And there's 3 here. So 3 squared equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now you have 18 minus 9 equals 9. Check that. We should have 16, 1, and 9. 16, 1, and 9. Very nice. Multiply first. That should be 21. 6 plus 21 minus 5. And go left to right. 6 plus 21 is 27. 27 minus 5 is 22. Okay, do this first. So 2 times 2 squared is 4. Then bring your parenthesis down, plus 3. and bring your exponent down, bring your times 2 down, bring your 9 plus all of that down. Now do this next, 7 parentheses squared times 2, 9 plus 4. Now square 7. 7 times 7 is 49. So 9 plus 49 times 2. Now do this next. 49 times 2 is 98. 9 plus 98 is 7 looks like. So we'll check that. 107 looks good. And that last problem, let's bust it out. Multiply first. 4 times 3 is 12. Bring down divided by 2. 6 plus 5 minus. That equals 6. 6 plus 5 minus 6. The 6's cancel because this one's positive and this one's negative. So you should just have 5. Nailed it. Good work, people.